I had the pleasure of shadowing Scott Bryant at the Statesboro Herald. He's a photojournalist that's been working in the field for 30 years. You can tell that he really loves his work and the people that he photographs. While shadowing Scott, I noticed that he's always pushing himself to take a picture that he's never made before, and to tell similar stories in different ways. Scott not only looks for moments, he anticipates them, because if you see a moment in the viewfinder, you've missed it.
I mean, I think I keep doing it because I think it's important and because I think I'm okay at it, that I have something to offer the world by bearing witness with a camera. And I think that's what makes photojournalism important and relevant in all ways, because still images are one of the most powerful ways that there is to communicate. People need to see what's going on in their community. I mean, it's one thing to tell people with words, either spoken or written, about what's going on in their community. But there's a different level of credibility when they can see it for themselves. One of the best ways we can understand one another's humanity is actually by seeing it. And that's what I look for. Every assignment I go out on, I look for a chance to show my subject's humanity to our audience. With a photojournalist, it's always about their subject and their audience, and not so much about the photographer. As a photojournalist, we can lend expert storytelling skills. We can even tell it with some flair. So talent makes a difference, but still, ultimately, it's not about me. It's about my subject. It's about my audience and how I try to connect the two. I think most of what separates a photojournalist from everybody else, with their iPhone is the intent to bear witness for our fellow human beings, and to do so in an ethical way, in a credible way. That a photojournalist's goal is to be a credible source of information for their audience. So you have to be honest, and you have to be fair and accurate. You have to open the books up, with your images. You have to be willing to let people verify the authenticity of your images. It's just that willingness. That's one of the things that you got to do. I've been to these luncheons and these ceremonies before, and these people get pretty emotional, when they are recognized by their peers. In anticipation of emotion, I actually found out who the winner was going to be, but I also knew that his parents were there. He didn't know his parents were there. I was able to put myself in a spot where I could capture that moment, where these two proud parents and their emotional son are just very happy, about, what just happened. And, sometimes that's what it's all about, capturing those emotional moments that might resonate with other people. You have to develop a sense of your surroundings. Photography is all about the feels. The best images are the ones that move people. I mean, emotionally and sometimes literally, it moves them to action, because of the emotions that they produce. There's value in emotions. Things like compassion and empathy have value, and our intellect without those emotions is just, it's not effective. Facts don't move people. I mean, if you want to talk about why photojournalism is so important, is that when we move people, we can change minds. When we can reach out to people emotionally and make a human connection on an emotional level, then maybe we can get somewhere.